Could $100 turn into $1 million? The rising hope of the Vietnamese dong and Iraqi dinar in 2025. Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar RV, your trusted source for updates on the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong. Today, we explore a fascinating possibility that has captured the imagination of investors worldwide. What if the $100 in your wallet could one day grow into over $1 million? It may sound like a fantasy, but for thousands of currency watchers in 2020, this dream feels closer than ever before. The buzz around small currency investments. Right now, one of the most talked about financial trends is investing in undervalued foreign currencies, with a special spotlight on the Vietnamese dong. Across social media, online forums, and private conversations, many are asking the same question: can simply holding a few million dong lead to massive wealth? The idea may sound bold, even a bit wild, but it is gaining traction daily. More and more people are searching for ways to secure their financial future, and the dong is emerging as a potential gateway. Why 2020? Why these currencies? In 2020, the Vietnamese dong and the Iraqi dinar are the focus of growing global interest. These currencies have long been undervalued, but recent economic and political developments suggest that change is near. Both Vietnam and Iraq are implementing important reforms, attracting foreign investment, signing new trade deals, and adjusting monetary policies, factors that often precede a currency's revaluation. Although no official announcement has been made, many experts and investors believe the Vietnamese dong may be on the verge of revaluation. The excitement is palpable, and the question on many minds is, could this quiet currency become the surprise financial story of the decade? The mechanics behind the opportunity. Currently, $100 can buy you millions of Vietnamese dong because the currency trades at a very low rate relative to the US dollar. If Vietnam's central bank decides to increase the dong's value, even by a few cents, that modest investment could multiply many times over. Imagine the dong rising from fractions of a penny to 5 or 10 cents each. Suddenly, your $100 could be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. This potential windfall is why many describe the current market as a modern-day gold rush. Everyone wants to get in early, ahead of the anticipated surge. But this is more than just speculation. Vietnam's economy has been growing rapidly. Vietnam's economic rise. Over the past decade, Vietnam has transformed itself into a key global hub for manufacturing, technology, and agriculture. Many multinational companies have shifted operations from China to Vietnam, attracted by lower labor costs, an expanding skilled workforce, and improving infrastructure. The Vietnamese government has actively pursued international trade agreements, expanded exports, and boosted tourism. All these factors contribute to a stronger, more modern economy. Typically, as a country's economy grows in strength and stability, its currency follows suit. This economic narrative is what fuels optimism around the dong's future value. Historical context and currency. Revaluation. Currency revaluations are not without precedent. History shows many nations have successfully revalued their money when their economic conditions improve. Germany after World War II and Kuwait during the oil boom years are prime examples. When a nation stabilizes politically and economically, increases GDP, and strengthens trade, its currency's value usually reflects those improvements. Vietnam's current trajectory fits this pattern well. Over recent years, it has evolved from a developing country to a rising Asian economy. The central bank has been careful and measured, but if the next step is a revaluation, early investors could see significant returns. Accessibility for everyday investors. One key factor that makes investing in currencies like the dong or the dinar so appealing is the low entry barrier. Unlike stock markets, real estate, or cryptocurrencies, which often require substantial capital to start, currency investments can begin with as little as $100 or $200. This accessibility is a game changer for many people who felt excluded from traditional investing options. Now, with just a small amount, anyone can become part of this emerging opportunity. The global financial landscape in 2025. This year is shaping up to be one of transition. Vietnam is undertaking major infrastructure projects, expanding foreign banking presence, and pushing policies to increase domestic purchasing power. Meanwhile, Iraq is focused on rebuilding its economy after years of turmoil, modernizing its banking systems, and leveraging rising oil revenues. Both countries are laying the groundwork for a stronger economic future. These steps often precede adjustments to currency values to better align with real economic conditions. Breaking down the numbers. To illustrate the potential, purchasing 2 million Vietnamese dong today might cost about $100. If the dong were revalued to 10 cents per unit, that holding would suddenly be worth $200,000, a massive gain. Even if the revaluation were more modest, say to 1 cent per unit, your $100 investment would become $20,000. These examples show why even small currency moves can result in significant financial growth. While such outcomes are optimistic and not guaranteed, they provide the foundation for excitement. The Iraqi dinar's similar story. The Iraqi dinar shares a similar narrative. After decades of conflict and instability, Iraq is working hard to stabilize and grow its economy. Efforts to increase transparency, modernize banking, boost oil revenues, and foster international partnerships are all positive signs. Many investors watch every statement and policy move from the Iraqi central bank, hopeful that a revaluation may be imminent. Like the dong, the dinar's value has been suppressed for years, but may soon reflect Iraq's improving economic fundamentals. Understanding the risks and realities. It's important to understand that currency revaluation isn't guaranteed. It depends on political stability, economic strength, trade relations, and central bank actions. Timing is unpredictable, and governments often move cautiously with such significant financial decisions. Investors must educate themselves about how foreign exchange markets work, the factors that influence currency prices, and the specific situations in Vietnam and Iraq. This knowledge allows for strategic, informed decisions rather than blind speculation. The power of community and knowledge. One reason this opportunity is gaining momentum is the growing community around these currencies. Online groups, YouTube channels, and forums are filled with individuals sharing research, insights, and predictions. They track political developments, economic news, and central bank policies, helping each other stay informed. This sense of community empowers investors to remain patient and focused, which is crucial in a market driven by timing and persistence. Beyond money. The emotional connection. For many people, investing in the dong or dinar isn't just about wealth. It represents hope for a better future, paying off debts, buying homes, funding education, or achieving lifelong dreams. These currencies symbolize opportunity and new beginnings for people who have often faced financial challenges. This emotional connection adds a powerful layer to the currency revaluation story and explains why it resonates so strongly. What's next? As we move through 2025, the world watches closely. Central banks and governments are weighing their options amid shifting global dynamics. International investors and everyday individuals alike are preparing for what could be a historic moment in currency markets. While there is no official date for any revaluation, the signs suggest that the groundwork is being laid. Patience, education, and strategic positioning will be essential for those hoping to benefit from this rare financial opportunity. Conclusion. The Vietnamese dong and Iraqi dinar stand out as two of the most intriguing currency stories in 2025. Undervalued for years, both now show signs of potential revaluation driven by economic reforms and growing stability. For those holding even a small amount today, the future could hold remarkable gains. This moment represents more than just a financial bet. It's a chance to be part of history as these nations evolve and prosper. Stay informed, stay patient, and keep watching closely. The journey might be long, but the rewards could be life-changing.